Hi there. Thanks for checking out my video. Today, I want to give you a little tip. Now this tip is something that we're going to progressively work on. Like I've said before, I don't like black and white scenarios. I don't like I do this all the way or I don't do it at all. We're working in a gray zone. I always tell my clients that. That's black and white. I don't work in black and white. I only work in gray. So, what am I talking about? What are we working in the gray zone about? I want you and me, this is something I have to remind myself all the time to do. We're going to start taking responsibility for our own lives. You're probably thinking, duh, I do it all the time. If I get in trouble at school, I'm the one that gets in trouble. I'm the one that gets the letter. If I drive under the influence, I'm the one who goes to jail and gets a fine. I'm taking responsibility. That's not really what I'm talking about. What I mean is, you're taking responsibility here on out. I know a lot of us had really bad things happen to us in the past. Many of us have probably been abused, maybe had an alcoholic parent. And I'm not discrediting these horrible things. I know I'm saying them quickly like it's no big deal. I know it's a big deal. I know it really hurts. I know it's horrible and it's hard to get over. But what I mean is, those things happened in the past. Those things we can't change. How do we go back in time? We can't, right? So those horrible things that happened to us, that bad experience you can't get over, that person who broke your heart and now you can never date again, or that parent who abused me and now I just don't trust anybody, whatever's happening or has happened to you, we're gonna stop looking back so that we can move forward, right? I mean, if I was holding on to a string or a big rope, I had it wrapped around my hand, I'm holding back, trying to walk forward, it's hooked onto like a 2-ton truck, I'm not going to get very far, right? So we're going to try to let go of those chains from the past and start taking responsibility from now forward. Okay, well, what do you mean? That's still not very clear. What I mean is, there are going to be things and choices that you make, and I want you to recognize that those are your choices. That's why we're going to start listening to our inner self. We're going to start doing all these things so that we can take responsibility. When you choose not to have that snack or you choose to work out when you know your dietitian told you not to, I want you to recognize that's a choice you made. For better, for worse, those are things we're going to do. We're going to make mistakes. Like I said, we're working in the land of gray. But I want you to recognize that we have to take responsibility for our own lives. We make our own dreams. We create this world around us, right? We can be friends, not be friends with people. We can choose to do something, to go to school, to not go to school. We slowly build our own world. Why wouldn't we build something that we love? And if we're busy looking back, blaming other people for things that have happened to us, yeah, they probably did a really horrible thing to us and they're at fault for that happened, but we're at fault for what we do now about it, right? Does that kind of make sense? So grab that journal. Like I said, we need to grab the journals. We need to make notes because otherwise we listen to something and then poof, we forget it. We don't apply it. We lose it. And jot down. I'm going to start taking responsibility for my own life. Maybe even capitalize own. Sometimes it helps me to underline things, capitalize it. Make a list of the things you've been holding on to. Sometimes it helps to visualize. Stupid jerk boyfriend that broke my heart back in, college or high school. Hate his guts. Haven't dated anybody seriously since. Write all that down. Abusive dad, used to get drunk, came home, yelled at me. Write these things down because we're going to have to address them. We're going to have to talk about them and we're going to have to let them go so that we can continue building a healthier life for ourselves, right? So comment below. Don't forget. I would love to hear your successes. Today, I didn't think once about that person who hurt me. I'd love to hear that. You don't have to be specific if it's embarrassing or if you don't feel comfortable, but let's share our successes or our comments. This is really hard, Katie. Thanks for a really hard homework assignment. I hate your guts. That's fine too, because I know it's hard, trust me. And don't forget to subscribe so that when I post other tips and we come back to this and delve in more, you know about it and you can check it out too. And we'll continue one step at a time, one moment at a time to a healthy mind and a healthy body.